Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing amazing. So today we're going to be talking about how to add super important revenue to your marketing budget. And if you don't have a marketing budget or you don't know what a marketing budget is, hey Krista, a marketing budget is the money that you set aside to promote activities in your business. That's your ad revenue, that's for graphics, that's for updates on your website, that's for collaborations, partnerships, to hire influencers, whatever it is that you need to do to grow your brand. That's your marketing budget. And I'm always surprised at the number of entrepreneurs who don't have a marketing budget. I ask them, well, what's your marketing budget? If you need a marketing strategy, that comes out of your marketing budget. If you need to run Facebook ads or Instagram ads, that comes out of your marketing budget. And I'm always surprised by the number of entrepreneurs that say, well, I don't have a marketing budget. How can you not have a marketing budget when the number one thing you need to be doing to grow your business is marketing? There should never be a time within your business that you are not marketing your business, right? And we have to be honest with the fact that um, social media marketing is not enough. The algorithms keep you from getting seen, and you're probably out there struggling to get your business to the next level. So we are approaching that place where if you don't have paid marketing, if you're not running some kind of advertising, and we're going to be doing a webinar next weekend to teach you how to set up Facebook and Instagram ads. So stay tuned. But if you're not doing some kind of paid marketing, you're going to stay flat, right? So you got to put in what you want to get out. And the best way to do that is through collaborations with corporations and being able to leverage corporate funds through sponsorship from major corporations to add to your marketing budget. And it is right about now the environment to be able to support women owned business, to be able to support minority owned business is very favorable. And what that means is that corporations are out there looking for partnerships with businesses beyond influencers. You may think that influencers are the only people that can get sponsorship, and that's not true. You're not getting it because you're not asking and you don't know who to ask. So this week, I have my sponsorship directory that has over 300 major corporate sponsors like Belvedere and Absolute, Audi, BMW on the list for only $99. You're not going to get this list anywhere else, and especially not at this price with the contact information and their email address, because it boils down to we're not asking. So make sure you go to bit.ly/seven-figure list 2020 in order to get a copy of that directory this week only. The only other way to get that directory after this week is to join my $1,500 sponsorship course. So make sure you go and grab your copy, because marketing is a must. And what you're going to see, especially after COVID, is that everybody is going to ramp up a notch. There are going to be more events, live and virtual. There are going to be more product launches, more book launches, more meet and greets, more tea parties, more this, more that. And in order for you to remain competitive, you're going to have to put some money in the game. And why take that money out of your pocket? And I promise you, this list has some people that you haven't even thought about approaching for sponsorship. Do you know that there are places that will do in-kind sponsorship, meaning they will give you food for your event, water, drinks for your event, alcoholic beverages for your event? One of my friends even one time got a dealership to give her a car to raffle off for her event. And if you were to sit down and try to brainstorm a list of potential sponsors, you may come up with 20, because I've done it before. So this list is going to give you action at some people that you may not have thought about approaching for sponsorship. And that's why my brand is doing this whole startup capital push, because too many of us are saying we don't have, oh, I don't have the money for a marketing budget. I'm not saying you have to have it. I'm saying there are corporations out there that will write you a check for 5, 10, 15, $20,000 just to get in front of your audience. And many of these sponsors are overlooked. You don't know where to get to them. You don't know how to get to them. You don't know who the contact is. And so you're starting at the top of this big company, let's just say Nike, and you don't know how to get to the person that is over sponsorship. And that's where this directory is going to come in handy. So make sure you grab your copy, bit.ly/7-figure list 2020. If you're going to grab your copy, go ahead and say me, because, and if you're part of my membership or mentorship, good morning, Leslie. Good morning, Joanne. I've already shared with you guys the code you need to grab your copy. Somebody asked me yesterday, well, what is sponsorship all about? And I sent them this whole big article. Companies want to get in front of who you know. And we talked about this last night during our social media meeting. That day where you could just advertise, you can't do that anymore. You're going to have to start telling your audience a story about who you are. Thank you, Don, for grabbing yours. About who you are, what's important to you. And you're going to have to start aligning with some brands that share your same sentiment. And that is the best way to grow your business, is to leverage those corporations who have the same goals as you. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Shea Moisture has this really beautiful commercial about African American women's hair and color and texture, and how they want to support African American entrepreneurs in business. Well, sure enough, they had a grant, and I made it to the last round of that grant, but they were giving away $100,000. I'm gonna just let you sit there. I'm gonna just let you think. How much could you grow your business with $100,000? How much could you grow your business with $50,000? That doesn't have to come out of your pocket. Sponsorship is not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. How much could you grow your business with $5,000? And this is the money that we're missing out on. The word says you have not because you ask not. But this is the money that we're missing out on because we don't know to ask. I know a woman who was hosting events, and I think I told you guys yesterday. And every day, every year, she hosted this powerhouse event, but all she did was break even. If you're in business and the only thing you're doing is breaking even, you're doing it wrong. And I know some of you may think, well, I don't know what to say to sponsors. I don't know what to do. Some of it is in the asking. You got 300 sponsors at your access. Somebody's going to say yes. And if they don't, you're going to learn from those interactions what to do the next time. I think we're so afraid to move sometimes that it keeps us bound to being in the same spot. I don't know about you, but every year around my birthday and around this time, I do this kind of self-introspection where I say, are you on the way to where you want to be? And if the answer is no, then I say, well, what's keeping me from being on the way? And then if I come up with an answer, I go out and I proactively look for an answer. And so if you've been saying, I don't have enough money to grow my business, and this is your answer, and you don't want to spend $99 for your answer, do you really want an answer? I've gone and looked sometimes and come back, and my answer been $10,000, $15,000. Matter of fact, the place where we got this list, we paid $15,000 for that training. So for you to have access to something that we had to pay $15,000 for, you need to be saying to yourself, wow, that's crazy. And jumping on this opportunity instead of saying, no, I don't have the money for this and I don't have the money for that. But every business owner should have a marketing budget. I don't care if your marketing budget is $50 a week. Marketing budget is business cards, flyers, ads, collaborations. All of that is marketing. And we're getting to the point where if we don't market, people don't show up. People don't buy. I don't mean advertising. People are tired of advertising. I mean marketing. And for these corporations, you may be saying, well, why would they give us this much money? Corporations are at the point where they are trying their best to ingratiate themselves to us. They know that the women economy and the minority economy is huge. And they know that some of the things they've done in the past have not been favorable for minorities and have not been favorable for women. So they're trying to clean up their act, so to speak, by handing out this money. It's a good news story for them. Trust me, the way you look at $5,000 and the way Nike looks at $5,000 or Ciroc looks at $5,000 or Coca-Cola looks at $5,000 is totally different. That's not a lot of money for them, but it may be enough money to take you to the next level. And there's any number of things you can get sponsored, from live and virtual events to expos. To books, you name it. So don't let the fact that you don't know who to contact, what to say, or any of that be the reason that you don't get a copy of this list and put your name out there and try. And I'm telling you, social media is changing by the day. And I'm tired. I am going to jump on this TikTok challenge. But at the same time, I don't want to risk my business on learning a new app. So I want to make sure I got me an app and I'm running some ads and I'm being consistent and I'm going to use sponsorship to do that. Don't wait until I come back and say, oh, well, I got this much in sponsorship or I got this much in sponsorship for you to try to jump on board, because then everybody's going to be jumping on board and you're going to be late. And we talked about being late last night. Don't always be the last one to do something. Don't always be the last one to jump on a new idea. Don't wait until everybody else has done it to get out there. So if you want the opportunity to get sponsorship from some of your favorite brands, this week only, go to bit.ly/7figurelist 2020. There are over 300 sponsors on that list. So basically, you're paying 33 cents for the name and contact information of a corporate partner. Don't let 33 cents stand in your way of being able to get the money you need to market your business. And some of you have amazing businesses that not only does the world need, but the world needs to know about. But they're not going to know about them if you don't put your best marketing foot forward and if you don't have revenue to be able to put into your marketing budget. Some of the names on this marketing list, on this sponsorship list, are going to blow you away, and you would have never thought to reach out to them, to get them to partner with you and give you money to host different events. But they will. They'll give you money just for putting their name on the marquee. They'll give you money just for mentioning them in the advertising. So don't miss out, guys, on this amazing opportunity. I'm getting ready to go into a client one-on-one, but I wanted to remind you, if you haven't gotten your copy yet, go to bit.ly 7-figure list 2020. If you're one of my clients or my membership, I've already put the discount code in your group so that you can get half off. So make sure you take advantage of this amazing opportunity. And I'll be back a little bit later after I finish these VIP sessions. Love you guys. Have an amazing morning.